Good morning everyone, today we're going to be talking about how to obtain Thor's hammer because I know a lot of people have recently been playing Tekker and they really want to know how on earth do you actually get this gigantic hammer. Well, I'm happy to say you can get this as a fully free-to-play player as it is actually obtainable by simply playing the game. But before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. Alright, so the very first thing I want to get out of the way is even though you can obtain this weapon fully free to play, you are going to need star gems. You're going to need a total of 2,000 star gems to guarantee the weapon camo. Now, of course, you might get lucky and you might pull it on your first 10 pull or your first single pull, then you save yourself a ton of star gems. However, you are going to need 2,000 star gems in order to guarantee the weapon. Now, once you have 2,000 star gems, because, if you've been following my pre-maintenance checklist videos, you've been gathering your star gems slowly but surely and accumulating them, then the next thing that you're going to need to do is actually download the base game. Now, the base game is fully free. You don't need to pay a single dollar for it. You need to go to the DLC section and you need to download it. Now, if you play on PC, it should automatically download. However, if you're playing on console, you are going to need to make sure that you actually have space because the base game is actually massive. It's like 70 gigabytes. Now, after you've downloaded the DLC and installed it, then you're going to come to any Ryuker device in NGS. You're going to go to block transfer, and at the very top, you can now see transfer to PSO2 block. You're going to click on this, and this will transfer you over to the base game. Now, once you arrive to the base game, you're going to be greeted by base PSO2. This is very, very nostalgic for me. But nevertheless, you are here to pick up the weapon camo. So immediately you're going to press escape, you're going to go to the shop right here, and you're going to click on play scratch tickets. And right here, there is the Rewind SG collection. It costs 80 SG per scratch. And as you can see over here at the scratch count bonus, after 25 scratches, you do get a selector ticket. Now, if you did play the base game before, you might already have a selector ticket. As you can see here, I actually have a selector ticket just sitting in my inventory. I don't even know how or why, but nevertheless, I do have a selector ticket, so I can pick any item that I want with this ticket. Now, don't worry, the 2,000 star gems that you're spending, you will get a bunch of other items as well. However, just understand that there are a metric butt ton of items. There are a ton of hairstyles, as well as different poses, as well as different weapon camos. However, as we can see right here, the main weapon camo that you're going to be looking for is Thor's hammer. Thor's hammer right here is a 0.51% drop rate. However, there are a bunch of really cool items as well, such as the Leviathan. It's not actually called Leviathan, it's Leviathan or something. I remember when I made a video about this, a lot of people got very, very angry that I mispronounced this. But nevertheless, there are a lot of really cool weapon camos over here. But I don't think any of them are actually tradable, so that is a little bit unfortunate. You are going to need to actually scratch in order to get all of these weapon camos if it's something that you actually want. Now, on the bright side, there are a metric butt ton of really cool hairstyles that you can also get over here. So, you're not totally wasting all of your star gems, as you will be obtaining a bunch of other items over here as well. So, there's a bunch of hairstyles, there's a bunch of emotes, as well as a bunch of weapon camos. So, there is the possibility of obtaining something that you actually like, but the odds are in your favor as the weapon camos do have a higher drop rate compared to all of the other items. So, hopefully you get your hammer ASAP. Now, for my very ambitious players who are willing to grind through a lot of pain in order to get a ton of star gems, if you have not completed the base game storyline, there is about 5,000 to 8,000 star gems that you can actually obtain by completing the base game story. Please understand that the base game story is not like NGS. It's not something that you can binge in one day. As we can see over here under story quests, there are a total of 6 episodes. Please understand that episodes 1 to 3 is literally going to take you hours, like tens of hours, to finish all of these different episodes. As we can see, episode 1 over here, if we go to all, actually has 133 parts, and there's a bunch of cutscenes, there's sub-stories, and all of this stuff. So it will take you some time to complete everything. Like chapter 2 is another 85 scenes, then chapter 3 over here, another 77. there is a metric butt ton. However, I promise you, it's kind of worth it if you do care about the story. However, if you're literally just here for the star gems, you can just skip all the cutscenes, but it's still gonna take you multiple days to complete it. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it took you guys like, you know, 2 weeks to complete the entire story of all episodes 1 to 6, and that's if you're going really, really hard on the game. Please understand that the base game literally has over 10 years of content stuffed in it, so it's not like NGS where you can literally get best in slot in like, you know, a week or 2. If you're planning to play the base game, you better buckle in because there is a ton of content here. But nevertheless, you're gonna blast through the story, and once you blast through the story, you're simply gonna come to the title keeper over here and redeem all of your rewards. There are a ton of star gems to obtain over here, so all you need to do is just complete the main storyline, come here, and you will get rewarded a ton of star gems so that you can buy out whatever the heck you want. Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.